Coming up on today's wrestling news, AEW's Tony Khan is in talks to buy WWE.
Got some potential Royal Rumble return spoilers.
CM Punk has taken a shot at AEW ratings and MJF.
And Shane McMahon got paid a ridiculous amount of money.
I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Phil Chambers.
And this is the news. This year, man. Sorry, I realise I haven't even got into the first story, but the headline tells you all you need to know. AEW's Tony Khan is in talks to buy WWE, which should really surprise no one, I suppose. Tony, along with his father, of course, Sheik Khan, are in the pool of potential buyers. You've seen many names thrown about. Disney,
Comcast,
ESPN
Saudis,
or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
ESPN, yeah.
The lads, is it Endeavour, I think, behind UFC?
Yeah.
They're interested and what have you. But the Khan's interest was confirmed by Wall Street Journal's sister publication, Barron's, who said, "All Elite Wrestling, the top rivals of WWE led by Tony." I can't do that voice. How does he do it?
For so long as
Lots
well.
of water, clearly.
Lots of water.
Led by Tony Khan and family, is in the pool of potential buyers for WWE.
We've got a great bid here for you tonight.
The Khans will likely look for a financial partner to acquire the asset. Tony Khan's father, Shahid Khan, a co-owner of AEW, already owns the football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the English, I'm going to correct them, football club, Fulham, indicating the duo have deep pockets.
They definitely have deep pockets.
I hate a wrestling monopoly, Phil, so you know me.
You're massively against it. Always.
This is bonkers.
This is, mad. I don't even know where to begin with this. Surely not? Not? Come on, Tony Khan can't write that much TV in 1 week. He died.
He can barely do it with Ring of Honor now.
He's barely clinging on with what he's got.
What would he do? He'd explode.
I don't know. You'd have to run them as two completely separate entities.
Mm-hmm. And that won't well. WWE tried to do that with WCW.
I mean, maybe he just puts Triple H in charge of WWE and it's like, there you go, off you go. Triple H instead.
Do I want this now?
Do whatever you want. I'll just take your money.
I'll
play with my toys over here and you play with your toys over there. I have no idea.
I don't think it's going to happen. We were chatting about it in the office.
The network they could create would be incredible. Like a streaming platform with WWE, WCW, ECW, AEW, Ring of Honor. Like, what?
But the man behind the book about all elite wrestling, becoming all elite, Michael Sidgwick, was chatting to him in the office earlier on today. He does not think that this is going to go through. And he said potentially it could just be a bit of a flex by AEW or Tony Khan in particular, being like, I could do it if I wanted.
We could.
And any
the cash.
potential sponsors.
And just makes it rain for a bit.
Yeah. Any TV deals on the horizon. Obviously, that's coming up, I think, this year.
Make them look like Billy Big Bollocks,
yes,
really.
Yes, exactly. I've sure got a bit of loose change around to buy WWE. I don't know. Does Disney seem the most likely?
I have no idea anymore.
No.
I mean, there's obviously still the Saudi thing that's still an aspect that'll be in there.
Yeah.
It's like Disney, like Comcast has obviously got links through NBC and USA, and therefore they've already got the relationship, but Disney's got Fox, which also has a relationship with SmackDown.
Never count out Elon Musk from these sort of situations.
Yep, and Disney, I mean, they've got Disney Plus, but then Comcast have Peacock and the relationship there. And it's like...
I'm planning on buying a Euro Millions ticket today, so...
This is true. I think Disney's got deeper pockets than Comcast.
Imagine if I just snuck in.
Hello.
I wouldn't like the... We wouldn't get it here in the UK, but like them... Although in America, don't they have to pay tax on their lottery wins? It's like, you won $1 billion, here's your 300 million. You're like, what?
What, no?
But if I think I should own it. I think I'd be a good CEO. I'd be banner.
I think it would be great.
I know how to drink water.
When the Future can buy it.
I've got that one on nailed. So
when the Future can buy it.
Watch this space. We'll keep you posted. It could all be sorted by tomorrow when Phil and Gareth are on the news, or it could roll on till...
Who the hell knows?
The general reporting yesterday was they want it to be done by the midway point of this year.
Yes, they want to get it done before they would have to start negotiating TV rights deals, is the biggest thing. And then it's the next owner's problem to do whatever the hell they want with that, and we're just going to go up with a big pile of money. But this is the news train that's never going to stop, it seems, so we will keep riding it and letting you know every stop along the way. But speaking of stops along the way,
go on.
It's on the road to WrestleMania, and the first stop on the road to WrestleMania is the Royal Rumble, and we've got some potential return spoilers. So if you don't want Royal Rumble potential spoilers, use the little timestamp gizmo things at the bottom and skip to the next story. Wait a second. That's enough. PW Insider are reporting that Edge is penciled in for a potential Royal Rumble return. Now, we've not seen him since Extreme Rules in October when he lost the I Quit match to Finn Balor, obviously. But you know who comes along with Edge on a lot of things?
Aldridge?
Beth Phoenix!
Ah, yeah.
She's also slated for a bit of a little Royal Rumble return in there as well. But not only Beth Phoenix and the women's side of things, there is also Doudrop, who is potentially supposed to be back around that time. Slated in to go back to Raw, but also have a big spot in the Royal Rumble. Hello?
Can I make a suggestion?
You can.
She's not called Doudrop.
Hey, that is a good suggestion.
Piper, Niven, Viper,
whatever. Just not Doudrop.
Yes.
Anything. Rebrand, please. She's been off because of illness as well, we should say.
Oh, get well soon, Doudrop. I'd like to see both
there is one more.
Oh, sorry.
There is one more. A certain Rookie of the Year, Logan Paul.
I love him so much.
Dependent on his condition of his knee at the Royal Rumble time.
And whether that shop keeps selling Prime for like 100 quid or whatever it is here in the UK.
So some big Royal Rumble potential returns.
Yes, to all of them in my book. I realise.
Why the hell not?
I don't think any of them were included in our predicting the Royal Rumble entrance videos. But we had a lot of fun doing it, me and Andy, and they are a good laugh, so go and check them out. The women's one just dropped yesterday. You can probably spot it. It's the one with Nia Jax on the thumbnail. I'd like all four of them to come back, to be honest. Obviously, like you say, you've got Beth and Edge's history with the Judgment Day. I could see them doing something with Prison Mike and Edge. I wouldn't have Beth Phoenix eliminate Rhea Ripley, though, because I'd have her win the whole thing.
No, Rhea Ripley can very much eliminate Beth Phoenix, though.
Yeah. And Logan Paul, best new wrestler of the year last year in my book. And, Doudrop, not called Doudrop, absolutely for me as well.
Get Bad Bunny back in there and have a little bit of Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny. Is
he turning heel, though?
Let's have a celebrity face-off.
I saw him, nicking... I tell you what, you could do a gimmick with that, because I saw a video of Bad Bunny nicking fans' phones that were, to be fair, getting a bit rowdy.
You see.
Logan Paul could just do an entire there's your WrestleMania match.
Nicks his phone into a Canadian
That
destroyer.
would make a lot of money. Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
Really would.
That might have to main event.
Might be a mess.
Yes, granted. Shoot season's still on.
Hey.
CM Punk did a little comment. So obviously the Pro Wrestling Illustrated 2022 awards have just come out. The magazine edition's just come out of that. People like Mandy Rose getting most improved and all that sort of thing. And MJF, unsurprisingly, winning a couple of awards, one of which was Feud of the Year alongside CM Punk. And he posted a photo holding those awards, but he put tape over Punk's name.
MJF.
And... like
how he put tape over Punk's name and then just wrote MJF on top of it.
Yeah,
so it was MJF versus MJF.
The only person I can trust is myself. CM Punk posted on social media that image with a little line reading, maybe find some tape for the ratings so nobody sees those either. Ouch. Yeah, they've been some really bad ratings for AEW Dynamite in particular recently. It did go up a fair bit yesterday because of the huge LA show that they put on, and the fact that they false promised Mercedes Moné, of course. 967,000, a .33 in the 18 to 49 demo, which is the highest it's been since September 2022. They have been, to quote awful people on social media, in the mud a bit recently when it comes to ratings.
They have a little bit, but like you can see, all they have to do is promise Mercedes Moné and not deliver, and they can bump up the rating again, so it'll be absolutely fine.
The next week. Hope you got your Monet, because it is like football season at the moment. So we've seen, and that's not me excusing AEW's ratings. Raw's has been all over the place as well.
And it wasn't just
SmackDown's hasn't. It's just been a monster.
And it wasn't just the potential of Mercedes Moné, though. It was a big show. There were a lot of big matches on.
Yeah, granted they didn't announce Adam Cole coming back, but they did say you're finally going to get Moxley versus Page and the best of seven.
The Danielson versus Takeshita. There was a lot on there.
Yeah,
it was good. But yeah.
I love little snide comments on social media from wrestlers.
He's keeping his little sort of foot in the wrestling discourse door.
Just keeping an eye on that.
Just keeping it in there.
On that WWE sale. Maybe Punk will buy it. He's got enough UFC and AEW and WWE money now.
Imagine that would be absolutely hilarious if he gets some kind of big backer and he's the guy that comes in.
How the turntables, Paul.
It's about time someone came in and changed the culture.
Hey!
Speaking of changing the culture,
oh God,
WWE did that when they fired Shane McMahon. So this is a bit old news, but it wasn't sort of available in time for yesterday's video, and it's hilarious.
And it's just been unveiled, yes.
So basically, Shane McMahon, you may remember him from such terrible performances as last year's Royal Rumble, earned a whopping $828,000 for his Royal Rumble appearance. That's £676,000 for us British folk, proving obviously why he is indeed the best wrestler in the world. Now I broke this down because I'm a nerd and I just wanted to find out.
That.
He was in the match for 5 minutes and 38 seconds.
No, don't do this to me.
So do you want to know how much Shane McMahon got paid per second?
This is like those footballer things, like when Ronaldo signs for a... Anyway, go on.
$2,450 per second, or £2,000 a second.
Tell you what, right? If we had a time machine, I'd go back, and do you know what? How much did you get paid? 800 and what?
$828,000.
I have literally never stepped in a wrestling ring. I hold my hands up to that, right? Not even to like stand in it to do an interview, I don't think, right? You give me half of that, WWE, and I guarantee, with no training, Brock Lesnar will get me over the top rope on the first go.
You give me $828 and I would be full up for doing exactly what Shane McMahon did in that match.
What the hell? I mean, I realise it wasn't like, we'll pay you this for the Rumble.
Yeah. So this is coming from WrestleOps Twitter. They tweeted out saying, according to an 8K filing to the SEC, who won't let me be or let me be me, so they try to take me down on WWE. Shane McMahon was retained as an independent contractor performer and received an aggregate of approximately $828,000. And his only match was in the Royal Rumble. Now, to be fair, he did produce that match as well.
And
but also, to be fair, they did fire him because of that.
Yeah, look at the flowers he got for that production.
So,
was there anything good?
It pays to be a McMahon, I guess, is the point here.
Well, I was going to say, was there anything good about last year's Royal Rumbles? But then I remembered that we had Johnny Knoxville in it.
Ah, yeah.
So it wasn't all bad.
It wasn't all bad.
And Molly Holly, very briefly.
Yeah, there was moments.
I don't think we've ever sworn that much in a concise period of time. There's probably a clip of it somewhere on Twitter.
Yeah.
When we're like, he's ecstatic, obviously, because it's Molly Holly. We'll be doing the live stream, me and Phil, 2 weeks on Saturday.
Yeah.
For that. Fingers crossed, more of the same. But apoplectic, I think, is the best way of describing it. You and me for you.
Damn you, Nikki Cross.
You've got a superhero gimmick too. How could you? What was it? You either die a hero, you live long enough to see.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions. Wacky Twitter questions, because it's Friday, of course, at WhatCulture WWE. Good selection today, Phil. First question today comes from Jack Goodwin, who writes, will Fulham versus Newcastle now become the spectacle we know it could be? Entrance music for players, surprise run-ins, referee bumps, etc. That is, of course, Tony Khan runs Fulham, the Saudis run Newcastle, and the WWE and all that
football!
Sort of thing. Would you watch football if there was more like ref... I like the idea of a ref bump. Someone just punching the ball in the net. Well, ref's down, can't see it.
I'd probably start watching football if there was ref bumps and...
Have you ever had a team?
I used to, as a child, when I kind of got bullied into having a football team. For some reason, it was Blackburn Rovers. I think they were winning at the time.
They were very good at the time.
Alan Shearer was there.
Yeah. Sutton and Shearer and
Blackburn Rovers was my team. No reason at all. Didn't live in Blackburn. I lived kind of close. It was in the same county.
I think just be glad you haven't been a football fan, because after that, it's been rough sailing for Blackburn after Alan Shearer left, basically. Yeah. And yeah, you were just in that pocket, because I was a Man United fan when I was at school, because everyone was a Man United fan when I was at school, until I realised the greatest football team is, ironically, the place where I live, Chesterfield. So yeah, you'd have been like, yeah, Blackburn, they won the league.
Oh, they're terrible now.
I also really think we should have more. They do it a little bit at Arsenal randomly. They play random wrestling bits. So I think the guy there is a bit of a fan of that sort of thing.
Leaking in.
But they need more entrance music. Like when they do a substitution.
Yeah.
To count like the Rumble. 3, 2, 1. Miggy Almiron runs on for Newcastle.
Yeah. So what I will say about American sports is they definitely have the sort of pomp and circumstance down for it. Like
it's got to be Super Bowl time soon. I love the Super Bowl, man.
And like them their teams coming out to their entrance music and stuff.
Who's your team? Miami Dolphins because of
Miami Dolphins because of Ace Ventura, yeah.
I'll just check if my team, the Indianapolis
Colts. And the Bulls,
Colts,
obviously, for basketball. Obviously, come on.
Just check if my team, the Indianapolis Colts, have made the playoffs. No. No. Anyway, OG Stem Cell, great name on Twitter, writes, with the possibility of a WWE sale and say it was bought by Disney, like it may well happen, what 2 Disney characters would you like to see fight in a Hell in a Cell match? I think there's one name that instantly comes to both of our minds because he's been a bit over in the office this week. And he loves murder. I love murder. I did it.
Versus Pluto, obviously. Goofy versus Pluto is a big match there.
That's good. I always thought...
what about Disney princesses? Like...
Pocahontas can kick ass.
Yeah. Megan Hercules could probably kick ass as well. And Jasmine from Aladdin, she could kick some ass.
I feel like the sort of Mick Foley of Disney is Stitch.
Yeah.
But and for some reason I got the mental image of Baloo throwing off the top of the cell. But you've got to have Gaston in there somewhere. He's the archetypal heel, isn't
Gaston versus Mowgli. It'd be like Brian Cage versus...
Book it! I don't even... Walt? He's still frozen, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely still burning.
Yeah. Final question, which has been the talk. Well done to you, Travis. Question of the week goes to you. It's been the talk of the WhatCulture office today. Travis writes, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section for that below. Gun to the earth. I thought his red said gun to your head, but gun to the earth. How many McDonald's hamburgers could you eat in 2 hours?
2 hours is a long time. Are we talking the tiny little like £1 ones?
Yeah, and I think I'd say, no, what is it, pickles that they don't eat that.
Don't know.
I think you can start off at a fair
pace. You could go quite
pace.
quickly, but like maybe, I don't know, would you reckon just stuffing your face as quickly as possible and then waiting for a bit and then trying to stuff as possible?
Isn't it something about dipping the bun in water?
Or is it like
do
eat one, wait 5 minutes, eat another?
No, I think, hammer it.
Yeah.
It's something about dipping the bun, isn't there? That's hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs competition things. They dip it in water or something, don't they? To make it easier.
I'll tell you, do you want to say what Michael Hamflet said?
30. 30?
Which is,
That's a lot of bread.
One every 4 minutes.
That's a lot of bread.
But they are, I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, if you...
I think just a burger.
But the second hour...
Yeah, you're dead in the second hour. The second hour is what kills it. Maybe if you said like half an hour, you could go.
Should we try it today and see how WrestleCulture sounds after
it? Maybe. We should live stream it.
Watch this space. And the subsequent vomit on the floor. But let us know. I bet you Miller could put some away. Like his cheat meal.
Away, yeah. Hamflet versus Miller, I think, is the one.
I'd pay good money to watch that. And finally, I thought I'd provide, as it's the day of SmackDown, of course, for Chambers, I thought I'd provide an update on the newly formed Banger Bros. Sheamus did a poll on his Twitter asking what mode of transport should the Banger Bros drive. Do you want to guess, Phil, what they went for?
It's got a Banger bus.
Correct.
There we go.
64% of people said Banger Bus. And Drew McIntyre, because I don't know obviously what he's referencing here, but if you're a pervert, maybe you know, because Drew McIntyre said, perhaps a taxi, fella?
No idea what he's talking about. No idea. Not a clue.
The Banger Bros.
The Banger Bus.
They're just pissing about now, aren't they? Drew's knowing he's not winning the Rumble.
Yeah, that's it.
So bollocks
Let's
to it.
Let's just go for it. That weird little segment they had on SmackDown where they were just in a pub slapping each other for
in
no
Jerry's
reason whatsoever. In Jerry Lawler's pub. Just hitting each other.
They're just having a laugh. Yeah. It's nice sometimes seeing that when
it
they're
is
just
indeed.
Sheamus has got these deserved flowers last year.
Yeah, he was on a hell of a run.
He quite easily could just sit around and wait till WrestleMania and just go, look, if you're not doing the Brock match, I'll face Gunther again and have another banger. And Drew's been world champion. I thought he was going to take some time off, if I'm upon it perfectly honest, before a heel turn. But now he's just pissing about with his mate, so fair play.
Why not?
The Banger Bus. Can't believe that's a sentence I've said on the internet.
Wonder what the paint job for it would be. Someone design us a banger bus and send us a picture at WhatCulture WWE or at Phil My Chambers or at Adam Wilborn.
That's the news next week, sorted. It can't be as bad as what they were going to dress the FTR in, was it?
This is true. Nothing can be as bad as that.
Anyway, let us know your thoughts on the banger bus and everything else, including how many hamburgers you could eat in 2 hours, in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from. For daily wrestling podcasts where we preview SmackDown, this is Rampage, baby, and Wrestle Culture with a hashtag Bloody Good quiz coming your way a little bit later on today. Thoughts, Twitter questions, and pictures of the banger bus, not actual drawings.
Designs.
Of the Banger Bros' banger bus. Please, at WhatCulture WWE, you can follow Phil Chambers at
Phil My Chambers. You can follow Adam at
Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. But for now, my thanks to Phil Chambers. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.